Why, hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the month of October 2021. In this reading, we're going to look at your overall general energy for the month, some things you may not see coming, and then also get some direct messages from your spirit guides and angels. So, thank you for being here, Capricorn. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Also, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Be sure to come back next week because I do post new readings every single week for Capricorn and all other signs. And with that being said, be sure to check your other signs for a full forecast of your energy for October. So let's get into it. Let's go, Capricorn. As always, I want to thank the angels, spirit guides, interdimensional beings who are here, overseeing this act of divination and allowing it to unfold in a synchronistic manner for the highest good of all. Thank you. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, October 2021. What do we got going on? Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, October 2021. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, October 2021. All right, let's see what's going on, guys. The cards wanted to peek out there. All right. See what we got going on, guys. Let us see. The overall big theme for the month for you, we have the High Priestess card and we also have the Temperance card. So keep that in mind, guys. A lot of going in within for you this month, okay? But let's get into your reading now. The overall main message, that was kind of like a overall big message. Here we got the Ace of Wands, we got the 10 of Swords, and we have the 7 of Pentacles for you for October, okay? So definitely a creative spark here, okay? I love this card, the Ace of Wands, Capricorn. There's definitely going to be something coming through for you this month where a new creative project or passion, you know, for me in October, for some reason in the autumn equinox, I always get creative. So there's going to be some sort of spark here. Also a big ending for you guys with this 10 of Swords. So for a lot of you, I'm getting that it's going to be an end to your own almost like self-doubt and realizing how much you've actually done in your life, Capricorn. There's a lot that you can kind of look at here, maybe in terms of financial abundance or even some sort of past creative accomplishment. There's going to be a lot of good feelings in terms of creativity and abundance this month. But there is also a big ending. For some of you, I sense that it has not happened yet, Capricorn. So just be aware of that. And that's where you're going to have to really go within with these two other cards here, okay? So for a lot of you, there is going to be a relationship that comes to an end with this 10 of Swords for sure, Capricorn, okay? And almost like I'm getting... there's going to be creativity that will come out of that ending, actually. So a lot of you are going to be learning to create art, okay? I'm getting this feeling of art. So a lot of you guys, even if you're not an artist, it doesn't matter. Even if you're working a corporate job or whatever, there's some sort of pain that wants to be transmuted into art, okay? So that's great. Let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards before we move on. But I definitely sense... a lot of you guys might be holding on to something that you know is over, Capricorn, okay? And that's causing creativity within you. But I feel like once you can admit that it's over, that's when this creative spark really pours in. For a lot of you, you're holding yourself back in some sort of department. Let's go ahead and clarify this this 10 of Swords here for you guys. Let's just see what's going on. Why is this 10 of Swords here for Capricorn in October? Ooh. All right, so we have the aloneness card here coming out. Okay, aloneness. So a lot of you guys are going to have to go alone. Okay, some sort of situation ended and you're going to be on your own, and you're going to be in some sort of like, almost like in your laboratory, in some sort of creative flow. It would make sense that you have the High Priestess and the Temperance card here as well for that. So there's some sort of situation you're holding on to that I feel like maybe you're afraid to go alone, okay? But for most of you, it's going to be liberating, and you know it. It's just like making that, really acknowledging and then cutting the ties. Like, some of you are going to have to do some physical thing to like leave a situation, an environment, and that might, you know, cause some trouble for you, but ultimately you know it's going to liberate you, Capricorn. You see this white light surrounding this person. For others of you, though, I feel like it's for a very small percentage of you, it's actually kind of like the opposite, where you're gonna be moving away from aloneness, and you're actually gonna be with more people around you. But that's for some of you need to hear that. Most of you, it's gonna be you're going alone, you're moving away from something, away from people. Okay, so I like that energy, you know. There's a reason why we see Albert Einstein and Buddha alone under the Bodhi tree, right? It's because you have to be alone in order to really cultivate some creativity. Let's also go ahead and clarify the Seven of Pentacles here. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for Capricorn for October? Too many. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for Capricorn in October? All right, guys, so interesting. We have the Morality card popping out here. Morality. So for a lot of you Capricorns, this Morality card is all about your sense of good and bad values. So for a lot of you going alone this month, for some reason, your own conditioning, your own mind is saying that you're a bad person. So for a lot of you, you're almost going to feel guilty for looking at your own accomplishments, because for a lot of you, for some reason, I feel like you've built a life with someone, or for some of you, you've built a life in a certain area of the globe, and for you to pick up and leave that, right, and to admit that a certain situation is over, okay, even doubting yourself, but for most of you, it's a physical person or environment. It's almost like you're afraid to give yourself the credit because there's someone around you who, like, you feel like they helped you get to where you are. And so for October, there's almost this feeling of like, I want to keep creating, I want to acknowledge what I've already created, but there's something about your belief system that says, I have to give this for some of you, you may be dealing with a custody battle, I'm getting. Okay, so you may have children that you have to admit that a certain situation's over, but you can't because someone else has helped you. So you have to just be aware of that. You know, the thing that may be blocking your own abundance from really coming in even more is just thinking for some reason you doing it alone, you're a bad person, Capricorn. So you have to be aware of that, okay? Let's also clarify this Ace of Wands. Okay, this is maybe why is this Ace of Wands here? Let's just see. Why is this Ace of Wands here for Capricorn? Why is this Ace of Wands here for Capricorn and the overall energy? The Ace of Wands is clarified by the Laziness card. So there's definitely going to be a moving away from any sort of stagnation. I see for October, it's like you're going to wake up, maybe you're going to have a pumpkin spice latte, and you're just going to go forward with your creativity. And the Laziness card is all about spiritual bypassing. So I feel like for September or even over the summer, I feel like Capricorn, you've been almost just resting on your laurels, right? You may have been looking at these accomplishments a little bit too much. Okay, you've been just sitting back, but there's something about almost like waking up out of a fog and just going forward with your creativity. Okay, so no more laziness and no more letting this situation hold you back. I feel like the real reason why you guys haven't been acting on your passion or doing some sort of building your new life. or building on what you already have, is because of the situation that you were holding on to. Now that this is over and you know it's over, if you can let it go and step into this aloneness, I really do feel like the laziness is over. This is going to be definitely a time of action for you, okay, Capricorn? So with that being said, let's move on to your what you don't see coming for October, okay? Because these always play into each other. So what you don't see coming for October, you have the Two of Pentacles, you have the Three of Swords, and then you have the Justice card as well, okay? So once again, there's this big feeling of not being able to let something go, or once you finally let this go, it's going to be very painful for you. A lot of you guys have been avoiding this heartbreak that you're feeling, some sort of big loss, a person, an environment, some sort of thing that you almost had I sense some of you had a soul contract. And by the way, it's not that you just have soul contracts with other people, you also have soul contracts with how long am I going to remain in this environment. For some reason that keeps coming up, environment. It's also funny that right underneath the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Justice card. So there is something about understanding that your accomplishments are your own accomplishments. There is this feeling that you've been giving someone credit for your own accomplishments, Capricorn. It's coming clear as day. Maybe someone helped you out a little bit, and they almost want to take ownership of your entire accomplishments. But for October, there's going to be a Justice card. Karma is going to work in your favor here, where, I don't know, for some reason the Justice card is saying it's yours, right? It's not this other for some reason, someone has been almost like, you know, when you're having a conversation with someone and they stand a little bit too close to you and you're like, maybe it's even your partner, but you're like, oh my God, I need my own boundaries. It's about setting boundaries and realizing what's mine is mine and what's yours is yours. Okay, for a lot of empaths and star seeds, you guys don't really set boundaries too well. Even no matter who you are, there's a feeling of boundaries being set, but that very freeing energy is also going to cause pain because you love this person that you've built something up with that you now have to let go. For some of you, once again, it's an environment. It's also funny that right underneath the Ace of Wands, you have the Two of Pentacles. So there's going to be a question, okay, as you guys start to move forward with acting on your passion and whatever sparks you, this is like the spark plug, you're going to be like, can this really support me? Because a lot of you guys, this ending, whatever this ending is, you know, this ending, it helped you build something. And so for a lot of you, you're questioning, now that this is over, you know, I know that I did the most of the work. You did most of the work, right, to get you to this place, but can you go on alone? Can your creativity support you? Okay, can you make a decision? I feel like a lot of you, this person who was in your life or this environment, they were like your support system. That maybe they like gave you a back rub at night and they were like, you got this. Like you questioned yourself and they were like, no, it's good. Trust me, it's not too, like if it's too much, you're moving in the right direction. Like you're gonna be it's just self-doubt, you know? And that's why I feel like this High Priestess and this Temperance card here is for you to really smooth out this energy and drop the juggling and just say, I'm gonna be single pointed in my attention, okay? So that's really up to you. It's coming through pretty strong. Let's go ahead and clarify some of what this means. I wanna clarify this Justice card for what you don't see coming, okay? Because what I sense it is it's you taking back what's yours and be like, that other person or that situation's like, you helped me, but like this is mine. What is it though? What does Spirit have to tell us about this Justice card for Capricorn for October 2021? Why is this Justice card here for Capricorn? Why is this Justice card here for Capricorn? Okay, so the Justice card is clarified by the Suppression card. Suppression. So for a long time, you guys have been feeling like you couldn't you couldn't tell this person that now that this is over, you couldn't express yourself. So with the Justice card, it's like you're going to be expressing your new creativity with no guilt. Okay, for a long time you've been feeling like someone has been almost like leeching off you. I'm getting a feeling of like a energy vampire, but it's not like a completely out of alignment thing. It's something where it's like someone was helping you, an environment, a person was helping you, and because they were helping you, you felt like you couldn't leave. But with the suppression card to clarify the Justice, you're no longer going to be suppressing your own boundaries. And if someone is trying to cross that line, you're going to say no more. It's over. It's done. I really do see you leaving like a person or environment. It's just, and no, but for so long you've been suppressing that, and that's why you've been lazy. That's why you haven't been expressing yourself, because you have all this shadow shit going on. So that's great, you know, for October. I like that energy of you. It's like taking your power back, you know. Let's also just get further clarification on this Three of Swords. Okay, why is this here? Because it is under the Ten of Swords. This has to do with the ending and your heartbreak. Why is this showing up in what you don't see coming? I feel like this is going to sting a little bit more. Like once you guys finally leave the situation, you're going to be like, oh wow, you guys have definitely been suppressing a lot. Not just your own sense of power, but you've been suppressing your true love. So let's just see, why is this Three of Swords here for Capricorn? I hope this is making sense. I hope this is resonating. Okay, so the Three of Swords is clarified by the Politics card. Politics. So in some way, shape, or form, I feel like whatever you're ending, it's going to have a backlash in your reality where, yes, you're going to have your power, but for some reason you may have to, it's going to make you feel like you've been putting on a mask, and almost like leaving the situation is going to make you realize how fake you've been for so long. And it's not that you've been totally fake, because we have to appease people, right? If you just walked in and you were 100% authentic no matter what, it probably wouldn't go well for you, right? If you walked into your job and you told off your boss and you're like, hey, fuck, and you're like, screw you, right? That wouldn't go. But there's going to be this feeling of like, you realize how fake you've been, okay? And that's why this ending is going to be easy for you, because you're going to be like, I mean, it's fake. And the reason it's hard to accept this ending is because, like, if you've been fake so long, sometimes you take the mask as reality. So a lot of you guys are going to be feeling like, I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't even know who I am without this thing. But the truth is, you do know who you are. It's just a reverberation of your ego. It's just, you just have to let time heal this. I really do feel that. And then you guys, deep down, you know exactly who you are with this Ace of Wands. Like, you know what you want out of life. But for a long time, you've been living so fake that this October, it's going to be like you're a baby reborn, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on here? No more suppressing. That's great, but that comes with its own complications. So that's what I feel like you don't see coming. It's a lot of empowerment, right? Let's look at the messages from your spirit guides here. Wow. So the message from your spirit guides here, the Eight of Pentacles, right? This new thing that you want to start, it's going to be very successful for you. It's funny, this is one step up from the Seven. So your spirit guides and angels, they want you to start this new creative thing that you have going on, expanding your job, your business. Then you have the Eight of Cups, and it's funny, guys, this is the row of the 10 and the Three of Swords. So they want you to set, they're telling you, we know that you have a good thing going in your life, Capricorn, like this person, this environment that you're kind of sharing your life with, it served you, but it's time to walk away. And it's going to lead, like, look how they're walking into the abundance. You see how this card, this person in the red, is going into the abundance. So that's the direction it's going to move for you. And then finally, you have the Queen of Wands here, message from your spirit guides. And this has to do with the Justice row. So I feel like this is you stepping into your own abundance and power, and not feeling guilty for it, helping other people here. So I really like this message. The main card sticking out to me is this one, though. There's obviously, to sum up your reading, you really just have to look at these three cards, guys. Okay? And that's going to lead to a lot of shadow work for you, Capricorn. It's not going to be, I sense that it's not going to be like a completely positive, emotion-filled month, but it is going to be a liberating month. And it's almost, the feeling is like you're going to be left in a void where, yes, you're going to be working on your own thing in your own new way, but it's going to be like, I miss my old life, but you don't really miss it. You just miss the certainty that it gave you. And that certainty, a lot of times people stick in abusive relationships because the person, they sink into their frame. And even if they're with a negative person or an abusive one, at least they're in a frame. You guys are going to be cut loose. It's like the bird that leaves the nest, okay? You guys are the bird that leaves the nest. But guess what? You guys know what you're doing. It's just the feeling of freedom is going to be so vast that a lot of you, it's a certain part of you. The soul, you know you're doing the right thing. It's just the wounded inner child almost, Capricorn. I really love this reading though. It's just like a necessary. It's like what's coming through for you, Capricorn. It's like this is very necessary, you know, and it's necessary for you to step up. This is like a level upgrade in your life, you know. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. I really love it. Let's go ahead and clarify this Queen of Wands. Why is your spirit guide or your angels putting the Queen of Wands here for you, Capricorn? Let's see. 3 major shuffles. Why is the Queen of Wands here for Capricorn in October? Why is the Queen of Wands here for Capricorn in October? Why is the Queen of Wands here for Capricorn in October? Queen of Wands is clarified by the projection card. Projection. Okay, so what I sense going on here is, remember that we had that the politics card and the morality come up for you. So I sense that you're realizing that you stepping into your own power, you're not a bad person. I feel like whatever situation you were holding on to that now is finally done with, that situation, that influence, that person, that environment, they were putting pressure on you to make you feel a way that you weren't actually being. So there's a situation that feared your power. So for some of you, it's leaving a job that you couldn't be an individual. A partner, they wouldn't let you be an individual. And when you started to be that individual creative self that you are, they started to make you feel like you're a bad person. No more projection. So you're starting to realize that like all these chains that you had on you, they were someone else's chains that they threw on you. Now that you're no longer with that situation, that person, it's like, take your chains back, or like, I'll take the chains for you and I'll throw them in the dump for you, right? And keep in mind, it's right under the Justice card. So this is what we're saying about this freeing karmic energy. So Capricorn, this is a phenomenal reading. I feel like I'm getting the guidance to cut it off there. So don't have fear of walking away. Have no fear doing this, okay? You might find yourself in a void where it's a little bit more unknown, but that unknown is why you incarnated, okay? You chose to create your own reality in this way, and you guys know what you're doing, okay? You already have some stuff to lean on, so it's gonna keep getting better for you, and justice is yours, guys. So I appreciate you, Capricorn. Please like the video, comment below if you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you on your next reading. Peace.